Daily Flash presents Preview Review. Here's your host, Matt Doolittle. Matt Doolittle. Matt Doolittle.
Hey now, welcome to Preview Review for the Daily Flash. I am Matt Doolittle, bringing you the best that Hollywood and the theme parks have to offer. Now, my bad, I wasn't here last week, life. And also, we are getting ready for the newest season of the Daily Flash. So make sure you stay up with that. Go to dailyflashshow.com. You can check out where we air, and everything will be on the website and our YouTube page. You can interact with us there. And that little subscribe thingy, give it a clicky click. Do the click thing. And share us, do all that cool stuff, and send us a comment. Let us know what you like to see, and let us know what you would like to see coming up in the new season. Now, while I was out, we got another one of these beautiful videos from Universal Orlando. It is for Universal's Helios Grand Hotel. This is going to be the 500-room hotel that is going to be overlooking the new Epic Universe park. Obviously, they always have nice little intros for these, so here's that in my great speaker voice. The Universal Helios Grand Hotel is where the celestial meets the terrestrial. That's a good line. That's a good one. Enter the palace of Helios, the Greek god of the sun, adorned with celestial patterns, constellations, and Mediterranean design elements. Okay. I mean, that's what it is. Like, that's the theming they've been going with a lot of the stuff in the park. We just saw that with the new roller coaster they're going to put up near the front. We've seen them testing that because people are flying drones over this every day, which I don't know that that's legal yet. I know you can't get away with that at the park. So they're letting them fly them over there right now because y'all have been showing all the secrets and everything. I mean, I just wish some of these vloggers would just lay off on showing me everything, and I'll get to my other problem with that coming up with the Halloween offerings. So it looks like a great hotel. It's obviously going to have a rooftop bar so you can look out into the park. It's going to have some of the rooms looking into the park, which ka-ching for those instead of looking at the convention center from the other side. And good luck getting a reservation there. I'm sure that they're already taking some, yeah, sure, I can get you a room there. Book that up for the first week it's open. It's going to have giant pool area. It's going to have a big convention spot or event area for weddings and what have yous. And I'm sure they're going to lease that out to anybody and everybody. Obviously, you're going to get early park admission. You get package delivery. So if you buy something too big in the park, they'll drop that off for you. It's basically got everything else. It's got all the normal stuff. It's going to have a shuttle from City Walk to the hotel and back and forth, so you can go to the main compound that I like to call it, where it's Islands of Adventure and Universal Orlando. And I'm sure there's going to be some other amenities. It's got a dedicated entrance into the park, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you're not staying there if they'll allow that, because if you can go there and just park, could you just do that instead of having to go wherever they're putting the main parking? Because they haven't really announced the main parking. And if it's anything like Universal, the main compound, it's a pain in the butt anymore. It is a 20-minute walk from the garages to the entrances. And it's always like, oh, do I have to? I don't want to. But it's part of what you get involved there. You know, the parking there, overnight guests, $33 a night, so that's basically what you're paying at City Walk. I just went there to meet a buddy for lunch last week, and I was like, it's $33 now? Because I hadn't been there to pay for it in a while. Last time I went, it was after 6, and before that, I always had an annual pass. For daytime guests, parking is $10 for up to 30 minutes, $50 for up to 24 hours, and valet for guests is $42 per day and $47 per day for day guests. I'm sure that's going to change and go up gradually. It's a cool concept. I like that it's going to look into the park. Obviously, that rooftop bar, much like the Contemporary with the California Grill, is always packed. So make sure you try to get a reservation there. Don't just show up and think you're going to be able to get up there. They're probably going to give priority to the people staying there. A lot of that stuff is going to have priority to the people staying there, as many of the resorts do. I just don't know how they're going to do a lot of the parking with this one. They don't really have to worry about it at Universal, but if you've ever tried to just stay or just try to go to, especially the resorts on the monorail loop, Contemporary, Grand Floridian, and the Polynesian, they don't make it easy anymore, because all you vloggers told them all our freaking secrets out there. So now you can do it with a dining reservation, but they won't let you in before 2 hours, and now they're making you park in a different area. They're trying to make it inconvenient so you don't do that. I get it. But again, we had these little tricks, and now they go bye-bye. So I'm excited. Let me know what you think in the comments if you're going to try to stay there. It's always tough for somebody who lives here to justify staying at the hotels out there if we're not planning for an event or if it's not a Halloween Horror Nights thing to stay over, because it is so expensive. This is going to be on their premium list, and kind of one of their value ones-ish at Universal are about $200 a night on average. Their premium ones, you're looking at $700 or $800, much like Disney. This one I'm thinking is, especially with the rooms looking at the park as it goes up in the, up the building, you're probably looking at $1,000 a night. It's much like if you try to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Safari does not cost the same as looking at the parking lot. I know that for a fact. So just be ready for that. So I brought up the Halloween Horror Nights thing. We are getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights season, kids. I'm still on the fence if I'm going. It starts August 30th, so literally in 4 or 5 days here, they're kicking this thing off. Mickey's already had his Not So Scary going for a couple weeks for a few nights here and there to work out their bugs. And then this thing runs a lot of nights until November 3rd. Here's the thing. It's 48 nights. I don't want to see the houses before I go. Okay? The previews are okay if it's little glimpses here and there. When I worked there, you were not allowed to record in the house at all. Number one, people had their camera lights on, it'd blind us. Number two, they didn't want it getting out so people would see it online and then not pay to go. That was what I did last year with a couple of the houses. It's what I did the year they did the Ghostbusters house, because that was the only one I wanted to go see. So I didn't have to pay to go see it and be like, oh, okay, saw the one house and that's it. I know people want to experience it. I just wish we could see a restriction on the filming directly in there. Now, is that impossible? Do people sneak GoPros in and whatever, and they do these giant media previews? And am I complaining because I'm in the media? No, but I wouldn't record the whole walkthrough of it. Maybe a couple clips here and there, flash of this, flash of that, but I don't want to see the whole walkthrough. It's like recording a movie. That was why when Deadpool came out, I was desperate to see it the minute I could, because that next morning, every single spoiler in the movie was out. Every single one. So with these houses, I know it's going to be the same thing. Just be conscious of that when you go there or what you're posting. Some people just want to go experience it. They want to have fun for themselves and not just on your vlog on YouTube's or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I know I'm preaching to the choirs here. I'm having you watch this on YouTube. I try to give you previews of stuff, but I really just preserve that little bit of the fun. That's my PSA. All right, and moving on, I thought this was pretty cool. We had Jared Leto here in Orlando at Magic Kingdom, and he got to ride Tron Light Cycle Run, which is an awesome ride. Although I've only got to do it a couple times because you've got to coordinate to get there for the lightning lane you can pay for, or you got to do the thing in the morning where you get on a virtual queue, and it's just let me stand in line for 2 hours if I want to. I thought it was weird they let him wear his AirPods, because none of us could, but also we're not starring in the next Tron Ares movie. All right, kids, next week, and this is going to go to what I was just saying, we have got Beetlejuice coming out. I'm already seeing too much press on this and behind the scenes clips that they're releasing officially. I get it. It's the end of the summer. This is our last big summer movie. All the kids are going to go back to school. We have been waiting a long time for this. And please do not ruin it. Although I am going to another preview the minute I can that night to see it. The other thing I thought was interesting, and I was reading this online, they're not doing media previews for this. They're not doing reviews. With Deadpool, they were very limited with what they did there. I tried to do it here, and you had to be a registered, certified reviewer. They're not just doing these blunt review screenings that we get invited to. Sometimes there's two things for that. One, they don't need it. They don't need to show it to you for free because it's going to sell out and it's going to be a killer movie. Or it's not that good. I don't think it's the latter. It's Tim Burton, Michael Keaton. I don't think he would have come back to do this. He doesn't need the money. He just said that even though Batgirl got scrapped, he had fun and got a check, which, hey, you got to put on the suit and play Batman again. So we'll have to see with that, but I'm excited for it. So again, no spoilers. You're going to hear me scream that to the high heavens because I hate it. Give everybody at least the weekend. Maybe by Tuesday, you can start yapping about all the extra stuff in it or the cameos or whatever, but just give us a minute to see it. Can you do that? Please and thank you. Also, hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, make sure you share this, shoot me a comment, matt@dailyflashshow.com, and until next time, peace and love. Peace and love.